Disclaimer: this video will be discussing current world issues, health conditions, and mental health. Viewer discretion is advised. You remember that post I made about my first ever summer job? Well, that didn't go to plan. Not because of anything to do with the job itself, it was fun and the people were very friendly. No, the issue was my body. As you might already know, I get sick a lot. I have ever since a young age. In my life, I've dealt with illnesses like walking pneumonia. It's safe to say that I have a low immunity as I'm practically always sick. I used to have hope that one day these problems would just go away, but now I'm coming to terms with that being nothing more than a fantasy. Whilst I may get better in some aspects, I'll never be a fully healthy person due to the chronic conditions I have. This is my life, and somehow I have to be content with it. At the job, I collapsed and was wheelchaired to the nurse. She took my heart and blood pressure, and it was very high. This isn't the first collapse I've had. I would say the middle of 2025 is when these collapses started. I've always had a high heart rate, but the doctors would always brush it off, saying it's just anxiety, but they were wrong. I have tachycardia, a medical condition where the heart is always beating fast, which is not good for your health. I only found out about this recently after taking heart holster monitor tests. Beta blockers are typically used to combat this, but unfortunately for me, I have severe asthma. And until, or if I ever, am able to get it under control, I cannot take beta blockers. This is because they place you at a higher risk for asthma attacks. Because I've also been having chronic constipation problems for the past few years, and endometriosis symptoms since I was 12, I frequently get ultrasounds and other tests. When investigating my body, which is still an ongoing investigation mind you, they found a lump in my liver. They said it's most likely not cancerous, but they need to be sure. I'll need an MRI scan and have already taken many blood tests. I wasn't worried about this lump at first, but when my ucka, which is my grandma on my dad's side, told me she's getting investigated for a lump in her liver on the same side, I got worried. Our family has a history of various health problems, and now I'm thinking there's a higher chance of this being cancer. I've also been diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome on top of all this, which explains why I always feel like I'm being drugged to go to sleep, yet feel like no sleep is ever enough. It has no cure and isn't a mental disorder but a physical disorder. As you can imagine, these health issues have made me majorly slow down my art and other personal projects. I refuse to give up or quit on art, animation, videos, and so on. However, I will not be making as much as I used to, and that's okay. Art isn't meant to be rushed anyway. Life isn't a race. I just need to keep telling myself it's okay, and if not, I will be okay. Maybe that's delusional, but it's all I've got. I may make a video in the future that goes into more depth with conditions like vaginismus and endometriosis, but I don't have the energy to do that right now. Instead, I feel like I need to talk about stuff affecting my mental health as well. I don't want to be silent on pertinent issues. I care too much to say nothing. ICE agents attacking innocent civilians, Palestine, Yemen, Sudan, Ukraine, and many other countries going through violence and genocide, the rise of fascism in America, Australia, and England, global warming, pollution, extinction, the list of current issues could go on. It's so overwhelming, and I'm sure many of you feel the same way. I want to help people so badly, but I can only do what my physical capabilities allow me to do. This means I can't go to protests, I can't help environmental cleanup, I can't protect people, I don't have the money to save everyone, I don't have a platform to reach more people to encourage activism and resistance to fascism. But I am trying my best. I try via with my art and charity pins and videos that I make. We the people are stronger in numbers and camaraderie. We need to help each other best we can. And if you have any further suggestions on what I can do that doesn't require too much physical exertion, please let me know. This has been Akira O'Halloran, and I'll see you next time.